one of your children was born in your house, huh?
Carol Ann.
I understand that she's missed a lot of school.
A writer cannot question their own instincts. For there to be changes between a script and the screen, there must necessarily be two minds in play. The great irony is that if Spielberg did not so proudly claim writer's credit, it would in fact be easier to accept that he may have directed the picture. Cuts, elisions, and line changes are certainly natural occurrences when shooting a script, but very seldom are they as minute and at as much cross-purposes as they are in Poltergeist. Dante rewrote Gremlins with Chris Columbus. Spielberg made scant revisions on set to his rewrites with Carl Gottlieb on Jaws. There must always be two voices for spontaneity to occur. Otherwise, you just have tunnel-visioned writer-director visionaries like Paul Thomas Anderson steering straight ahead. Hooper, meanwhile, is known for reinterpreting the scripts before him in a distinct process of divestment. The director of the scene reevaluates the tone and heft of the exchange into something that interprets something angry, sarcastic in Steve's attitude, something not necessarily in the words themselves. Removing the first few lines was the first step in this process of denuding. The two characters are stationary in the script staging, lost in reverie, looking over their development.
One of Trask's daughters is in the same nursery class. She got the flu as well, huh?
Yeah, we've all got the same thing.
I'm sorry. I didn't see her.
She's around.
Listen, I wonder if you'd mind if I asked you a question?
You know,
Are you thinking about leaving Questa Verde?
It's beautiful. I mean, how could anyone in the world have a problem on a day like this?
How's that spot for a bay window, huh?
Yeah, well, it's pretty nice if you're living up here, but...
This was also the first production day. Now, two sources came out and claimed that Hooper was bungling and taking incredibly slowly to make decisions. One source claimed by noontime they hadn't turned on the cameras, and Spielberg had to be called in to save the schedule, and that Hooper would change his mind about the camera numerous times while going off to shoot the with the actors.
Mr. Teague, you know, that's a generous offer. I'm just not a developer.
James Caron, on the other hand, called that first day a good day's work. We really had a great day's work. He went on, there was something about that day, it was very exciting. The crew, they had all met that day, everybody just met that day, including Craig T. Nelson and himself. Considering this, the time Hooper took to talk to the actors in those first 4 or 5 hours of, quote, wasted time, according to these two sources, must have been essential in reality.
We own all the land. We've already made arrangements for relocating the cemetery.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, come on. I mean, that's sacrilegious.
If Spielberg was called in the afternoon to hurry things up, he surely could not have shown up, proceeded to alter his own script, and determine shot choices that also altered from his script. What these two accounts seem to be doing is assessing the occurrence on a set without having a proper knowledge of what, in the matters of the script and the direction of the actors, was actually changing and chimerically taking shape.
All 300 acres, and let me tell you, it was quite a deal.
No, but I never heard anything about it, though.
Well, it's not the sort of thing one goes around advertising on a billboard or on the side of a bus. What are you worried about? Friends and relatives can visit their loved ones in Roxton Memorial Park. It's only 5 minutes further, for Christ's sake.
Oh, yeah, well, 5 minutes, you know, that's no great hardship. And I suppose I'd be okay.
Okay with whom?
Whomever might complain.
Nobody's complained until now.
Spielberg popping up on set halfway through the day to assist Hooper in his vision must have seemed like a Hail Mary, when it was actually the necessary course of Hooper's complex and oftentimes lugubrious process. It's well within reason, also, the possibility that Hooper might have requested Spielberg's presence himself, as he states in one of his press statements. If Hooper was eager to adjust certain things about the scene, such as obtain a wide shot of Nelson and Karen, unscripted, or put down tracks for an elaborate dolly shot, he might have wanted the insurances and assurances of his producer on an initial shooting day, one with an effect shot no less, the matte shot, where so much was riding on him.